Hello, future engineers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're still new to my channel and you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to share my videos to your friends and to your friends' friends, to your younger brothers and sisters who would want to take up engineering in the future, and to your relatives. That's one way you can keep me going, inspired, and refreshed. Now, if you find my videos interesting and important to your studies, also please don't forget to subscribe. Hello viewers, subscribers, and students. There is another problem in Vitamath in 84. You should be uh, an engineering graduate in order to relate or understand the solutions presented here, or a student, engineering student who already finished calculus. If you want to anticipate the solution, you can by pausing the video and not looking at the answers or solutions. Use the intermediate value theorem to show that there is a root of the equation 2x cubed plus x squared plus 2 equals 0 in the interval quantity -2, -1. So this is calculator aided in order to um, facilitate the solution. So consider this as a problem, maybe in your board exam. So to prove or to find that root, we have to evaluate the function value at the extreme points of this interval, -2 and -1. If they have opposite signs, then that's the proof that for the sign to shift from positive to negative and vice versa, negative to positive, then the curve should cross the point where the function value is 0. So f of -2 is 2 times -2 cubed plus quantity -2 square plus 2, and that's -10. So we have a point on the curve -2 comma -10. By the way, the anticipated shape of this curve from Engineers in Progress or from algebra is, it looks like this. For it is a cubic function. There are only two possibilities. It may be positive infinity, then as long as we have an alternating opening, open up, open down, but this is open down, then open up, or this part of the curve may be above the horizontal, above the x-axis, or below. But the shape most probably looks like that. Then f of -1 is 2 times -1 cubed plus -1 squared plus 2, and that is +1. So the sign shifts in this interval from -10 at the left to +1 at the right. So the curve must cross the horizontal line where f of x is 0. So there's no way that the curve will not cross the horizontal axis, or it will not uh, give us a root or function value which is 0 when the signs shift from negative to positive or from positive to negative. So unless it's not a plane, it jumps. So for the function value to shift signs from negative to positive and vice versa, it must pass or it must cross a point where the function value is 0. And that's it. That's the proof. There is really value of x where, or root of that equation within this interval, in this interval where the function value is 0. And let's find that c. So since this is calculator aided, your calculator is capable of solving polynomial roots of polynomial curves with fourth degree. This is only third degree, so we expect 3 points, supposedly 3 possible roots. But if there's only one root, the other two roots are complex conjugates. That's the principle. So if there's only one root for this third degree polynomial curve, then the other two roots are complex conjugates. So using the calculator, it is negative 1.1974. At this value of x, f of x is 0. The other roots are complex conjugates, not shown. Those are not important. For the second problem, find the slope of the tangent line to the curve y equals 9 minus 2x squared at the point 2, comma 1. This is a parabola because this is second degree and the other variable is first degree, so that's a parabola. Symmetric with respect to the y-axis. When we transform this into the standard form, 2x squared equals 9 minus y, so x squared equals negative 1 half of quantity y minus 9. So if you set y minus 9 to 0, y is 9, that's the y coordinate of the vertex, and x is 0. X minus 0 quantity square equals 0, so x is 0. So the vertex is at 0, comma, positive 9. So at the point when x is 2, 9 minus 2 times 2 square, 9 minus 8, so y is 1. So this is a point on the parabola. Find an equation of this tangent line. You use two slope point slope form, y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1 to find that equation. Then draw the graph of the curve and the tangent line. So if you are familiar with the graph of parabolas, you just visit my playlist in Engineers in Progress, particularly uh, graphs and coordinates. So there I discuss uh, equations of curves and their graphs, and I think I'm still on that part line. But for students in calculus and those who are already graduates in engineering, you can have the standard form of equation, of course, in order for this to be plotted accurately. The other way is you just plot by point plotting. You add more points, convenient points, to have the graph of the parabola accurately. So y is 9 minus 2x squared. So the derivative is the slope. Y prime slope is negative 4x. Then when x is 2, y prime or slope is negative 4 times 2, negative 8. So the slope is negative 8. That's the answer to the first part. For the second part, we have this, the point slope form, y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. So y minus 1, this one here, equals slope negative 8 times x minus 2. Simplifying, y equals negative 8x plus 16, then plus 1 after transposing 1. So to the right, y is therefore negative 8x plus 17. So it's easy to sketch this. One point is 2 comma 1. We need only another point. So for instance, when x is 1, y is negative 8 plus 17, y is positive 9 when x is 1. When x is 3, y is negative 7, and it will be shown later. Then transforming 2x squared, this parabola 2x squared equals negative of quantity y minus 9. So x squared is negative 1 half of y minus 9. Comparing this with the standard form of equation of parabola, x minus h squared equals plus minus latus rectum. So the latus rectum is 1 half. Distance between, that's the length of the line segment through the focus of the parabola perpendicular to the axis of the parabola, which is the y-axis here. This is open downward because the sign here of the standard form is negative, so it is open downward parabola. Vertex is at x is 0, y is 9 as shown. Then we add some more points. When x is plus 3, y is negative 9. When plus minus 3, y is negative 9. Then plus minus 3 square root of 2 over 2, or plus minus 1.5 square root of 2, y is 0. Then plus minus 2, y is positive 1. So therefore, we are ready to sketch the graph. This is the parabola with vertex at 0, comma 9. Then we have when x is negative 3, y is negative 9 here. When x is positive 3, y is negative 9 also. Then when x is plus minus 3 square root of 2 over 2, or plus minus 1.5 square root of 2. Y is 0 here. So that's 0, comma 9. These are negative. When x is negative 2, y is positive 1, positive 2, y is positive 1 also. Then these points here, negative 1.5 square root of 2, comma 0, 1.5 square root of 2, that's 2 point something, comma 0. Then negative 3, negative 9, positive 3, negative 9. Then the tangent, as I said, tangent to this, it passes through when x is 1, y is 9, so somewhere here. Then when x is 3, negative 7, so somewhere here. So that's the tangent. And the equation of the tangent is y equals negative 8x plus 17. So that's it for this video. I hope that you were able to follow, satisfy the explanations, and agree with that solution.